Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn with Samandash. I'm so excited to be back on this platform one more time where we're going to discuss Advanced English Course 2024. And in this video, we're going to talk about the chapter 1 of our Advanced English course where we're going to check our current English level. A lot of my students have asked me this query, Ash, I can understand English, I can write English, but sometimes there is a difficulty in my knowledge. So I really want to know what is my current English level. And when I talk about current English level in this video, what I really mean is what is your current vocabulary level. Once vocabulary is sorted, we can discuss the grammar level, we can discuss our fluency level, we can discuss our writing skills. The skills can go on further. Now, before you check your English level, it's really important we check our current knowledge. And for that, I have one example on my screen. The basic problem is this. This is a simple sentence. My question to you is, can you tell me what is the level of the word basic as per your knowledge? Is it a simple word? Is it a medium word? Or is it an advanced word? Or is it a hard word? Similarly, you have to tell me what is the level of the word problem. Okay, I'm going to quickly give you 30 seconds to decide what is the level for the word basic and what is the level of the word problem as per your knowledge. I'm guessing we are done with it. As per 95% of the people, as per the research we have done, people generally say that basic is a very easy word. And similarly, they say that problem is also an easy word. Now, what is the criteria for that? How did you decide that basic is an easy word and problem is also an easy word? People in general decide whether a certain word is easy or difficult or medium based on how many times have they used it. Number one. Second, they decide how many times they have heard this word. That means their friend might have used it, they might have read it in a book, their teachers might have used it. And the third criteria is the spelling of the word. If the spelling is easy, we think it's easy. If the spelling is hard, we think it's intermediate. Or if it's very hard, we say it's an advanced word. This is the current understanding of every single word. We're going to understand this similar funda with another example. And the next example is the fundamental issue is this. In this sentence, I have tried to upgrade the word a little bit. I have used a difficult word in terms of spelling, in terms of usage, in terms of how many times I have heard this. And similarly, I have used issue. Issue is not a very common word. People use this word, but they generally prefer to use problem instead of issue. Okay, now my question to you still remains the same. What is the level of the word fundamental and what is the level of the word issue? Easy, medium or hard? Okay, now the answer is fundamental according to 95% of people is a medium word. It's not easy, but it's not hard. Similarly, issue is also a medium word as per most of the students. Now the question arises, are you guys right? Is easy, fundamental, basic, issue, all of these words are medium, easy or not? Now, as I was discussing, the understanding of people is that how many times we use or hear the word. How many times we use or hear the word and what is the spelling of the word. Okay, now you will be surprised to know this is not the right method. This is not the right method. So what is the right way? The right way to know the level of a certain word or to know a level of a vocab, we have to understand a system or a technique which is called as CEFR. Okay? I'm going to explain it to you. What is the full form of CEFR? Why was it even created? Why do I need CEFR system? We need to answer all of these questions very carefully. Now let's understand the full form. Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. Please understand, nobody is going to ask you what is the full form of CEFR. But if you know this, you will be the smart one. The choice is actually yours. CEFR means the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. That's CEFR. CEFR was created in Europe to justify that any language can be divided into multiple levels. If a person is speaking a certain language, if they use these kind of words, they are at this level. If they upgrade the use of words, they are at this level. If they upgrade the use of words even more, they are at highest level. Sefer divides a language proficiency, that means how fluently you can speak a language, in 6 levels from A1 to A2. A1 to C2, my mistake. Now please understand, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 can be applicable to any language. Not just English, it can be applicable to Dutch language, German language, any language. Okay? Now, A1, A2 has a different name. B1, B2 has a different name. C1, C2 has a different name. So what are the names? All those people who use A1, A2 level of words or grammar are called as basic users. Okay? Each one of you who tell me that Ash, I'm a basic learner, I'm a basic speaker, you are at A1 and A2 level. If you are B1, B2, you are an independent user. If you are at C1, C2 level, you are a proficient user. Okay? Please understand the difference. It totally depends on the kinds of words you're going to use. If you're using A1, A2 level of words, you are basic. If you use B1, B2, you are independent. If you use C1, C2, you are proficient speaker. That means you are fluent speakers. Okay? Now, in original example that we took, the basic problem is this. You told me basic is easy, or I can say I told you problem was also easy, but the correct answer is basic is actually a B1 level of word. Can you believe this? Independent level, that means it's an intermediate level of word. You guys told me it was easy, but it was actually an independent level of word. Problem is basic word. Even though problem has a difficult spelling, but basic has a simple spelling, you still will count it as a B1 level of word. This will be counted as A1 level of word. So the criteria for you guys that how many times I have used it, heard it, or what is the spelling is wrong. The correct criteria is Sefer system. Okay? I'm going to discuss how to find the level of word. I'm going to discuss what level do I need in the coming slides. Okay? But please understand, we are talking about the advanced English course. And this data is just a part of that course. If you're really interested in buying this course, you can visit the Advanced English course website and you can find more details about how to purchase it. Coming back to the video, we still have more discussions. Fundamental and issue was medium level of words. As we already discussed, you will be surprised to know that fundamental is actually an expert level of word. It's a C2, the highest level. A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, the highest level of word is fundamental. So if you say that the fundamental issue is this, the fundamental concept is this, you're actually speaking like an expert. Okay? Issue is in an intermediate level of words. It's a B1 level of word. Isn't that amazing? How a word which I think was easy turns out to be an expert level. I use this word a lot of times. My student used this word a lot of times, but we never realized that we were actually using an advanced word. Okay? So right now, please take a moment to understand this. If you think that the knowledge I have about words is very basic or intermediate, you might be wrong. Because you don't know the words that you're using are actually not basic. They can be intermediate level, they can be advanced level. Okay? Now, the problem here is that we have resources. You have all these words in your mind. You have this knowledge. But the problem is you are not resourceful. You don't know how to use them. What is the right way of using them? What is the right platform or the context of using these words? You have the words. Okay? You have 70 to 80% of your vocabulary right there. But the knowledge is, how can I use them? How can I remind myself to use the word fundamental when I need it? How to check the level of a word? This is the question that comes to our mind. Now I know, Ash, my knowledge is not enough. I have resources. I want to learn how to know this word is of what level. You have to follow a simple procedure. You have to visit the Cambridge Dictionary website. The link is also there Okay, the link is there, and also I have written Cambridge Dictionary here. When you visit this website, a page like this will open up. The next task you have to do, you have to type the word independent, and the moment you type the word independent, it will show you it is a B2 level of a word. Okay, it's an intermediate level of a word, or it's an independent user language. Okay, it will also give you the definition, it will give you a lot of examples, but our major criteria is how to check the level of word. It's very simple. Visit the website, type the word, and wait for it to tell. Okay, you also have to note here that sometimes one word can be of multiple levels based on the usage. If it is used as an adjective, it is B2, but if it's used as an adverb, it could be C1. So based on the usage of a particular word, the level will keep on change. And that's what we're going to understand when we talk about how to check my grammar level in the next chapter. How to check my grammar level? Based on the usage of a word, you will know that if you're using A1, A2 level of grammar, B1, B2 level of grammar, or C1, C2 level of grammar. Okay, so don't forget to check couple of words there in the context and find out what is your current knowledge. All right, moving on. The question arises, which level do I need? Should I be B1, B2? Should I target C1, C2? It's always good to reach to up to B2 level. If you think your vocabulary is not up to B2 level, work on it, because in most job requirements, they want B2 level of words. Isn't that interesting? Any job description you read online, they will say that our requirement is B2 level of English. And what does that mean? Independent user. That means they want somebody who can handle a conversation independently. At least some conversation can happen without any hesitation. That's B2 level. But through this advanced English course, we are actually targeting C1 and C2 level of words. The more, the merrier. Why to get stuck at B1, B2 when we can actually target C1, C2 with the help of our advanced English course? All right, moving on. We have an exercise on our screen, and this is the best part of a teaching profession. A lot of exercises to learn different concepts. Now in exercise 1, you have to identify the level of the words. What I have done here is, I have collected couple of words, and you have to tell me if this is A1, A2, B1 or B2. All right. The first set of words is dominant, power, lack, naughty, affection. You get 30 seconds on your screen and you have to tell me what is the level of each word. All right, the answer is on your screen. Dominant is a C1 level of word, advanced level. Power looks so simple. It's actually C1 level of word. As I already mentioned, sometimes power based on the usage can also become B1, B2. Okay, lack, naughty, affection, B1, B2. Next set of question is affection, happy. I think affection word has been repeated twice, so you can ignore it. Affection, happy, angry, disgust, and lavish. 30 seconds on your screen. Tell me what is the level of these words. Okay. Now, the interesting part is you don't have to actually learn it. You don't have to learn it. You have to understand that if I'm using a word like disgust in my sentences, you might be dealing with expert level. All right. The answer is this. A1, A2, C2, C2. C2 is expert, proficient. Disgust and lavish. My room is lavish. The food is lavish. Your dress is lavish. Anything which is grand and very beautiful, you can call it lavish. All right. Now, we have exercise number 2 on our screen. In exercise number 2, you have to replace all the A1, A2 words with C1, C2. All right, we are talking about basic replacement to expert level replacement. I lost my watch yesterday. You have to tell me an upgraded version of the word lost, an upgraded version of the word yesterday. All right? Try this. Pause the video right now. Find the answer. Once you are done, you can check the answer, which is I misplaced my watch prior to today. Lost can be called as misplaced. Misplaced is actually a C1, C2 level of word. Prior to today, instead of saying yesterday, you can say prior to today, which is again a C1, C2 level of words. This makes me go crazy, guys. This makes me go, wow, so much to learn, and with a simple strategy. What is the strategy? You think of a sentence at the back of your mind. Write down on a piece of paper. Underline 2 words. These 2 words I'll change. And what will you do for changing them? You have to just think. Think for 2 minutes. You will be surprised to know that these words are actually sitting in your brain. I am sure all of you know the word lost, and I'm 100% sure you know the word misplace. Both the words are sitting here, right here. You just have to take a moment and you have to find the replacement for yourself. Okay? The way this is making me go crazy, the way this is making me go excited, I want you guys to be excited about this. Okay? Next is, she looks so happy. Looks, you have to replace it. So happy, you have to replace it. Now, I want to tell you one more thing here. Don't try to pressurize yourself to always upgrade it to C1 and C2 level. If you think you are at basic level, try to upgrade a little more. And once you reach that little more level, you can go further. Okay? You will see that looks is replaced by the word appears. Appears is actually a B1, B2 level of words. And happy, instead of that, so happy simply means ecstatic. It means ecstatic. Okay? So you don't have to always think of heavy words. Think of a better word. Looks can be replaced to appears. And so happy can be replaced to ecstatic. Isn't that amazing? Now, you will be happy to know that we have come to the end of the session, and you will be finding check your grammar level in our upcoming video on YouTube. Please don't forget to subscribe, Learn with Sam and Ash. It's a request. We are asking it after a long time. And number two, don't forget to visit our website for the Advanced English Course 2024. The course has 4 different segments. We are dealing with vocab, grammar, fluency, and writing skills. And the bonus point is there will be 20 live sessions in that course. The registrations are open. I'm repeating it again. The registrations are open. You will find all the details about the course, Advanced English Course 2024. This was a glimpse of it. This was a part of it. See what more can be achieved there. All right. We'll catch up in the next video. Check your grammar level. Bye-bye.